We're now 12 weeks into the regular season, and we can pretty much tell who's having a successful rookie season and who isn't having a successful rookie season. Nonetheless, a lot can still change in 6 weeks. However, with that said, let's get into how the season ended today, what my top 5 would be for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Here we go.
The matchup you want.
Amir Abdul is in the backfield. They've got Bowers. Bowers is open for a first down. He sheds one tackle into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. 23 yards.
At number 5, I have wide receiver of the New York Giants, Malik Nabers. Nabers has had a very eventful rookie campaign. Regarding stats per game, Nabers is undoubtedly the top rookie among skilled positions. So far, Nabers has averaged 7.4 catches for 74.5 yards per game. However, throughout the season, Nabers has struggled with multiple injuries and has missed a quarter of his games. Since the most important ability is availability, the injuries have severely hurt Nabers' case for Rookie of the Year. In addition, after scoring 3 touchdowns in his first 3 games, Nabers has failed to find the end zone in his last 6 appearances. Nevertheless, Nabers is still having a great rookie season and will be a threat for the Giants for years to come. At 4, I have Chicago Bears quarterback Caleb Williams. After being drafted with the first overall pick, Williams' rookie season has been nowhere near what anybody had hoped. While it isn't all his fault, Chicago's 4-7 record is still the reality. Williams showed he could live up to the hype by going on a hot streak from week 3 through week 6. In those 4 games, Williams threw for 262.5 yards per game, a touchdown interception ratio of 9-3, and a passer rating of 106.41. In that hot streak, Chicago put up 27.75 points per game and went 3-1. Ever since then, the Bears' offense has fallen apart and Williams has been horrible. In his past 5 games, Williams has thrown for 253 yards per game, only 2 touchdowns, and a pass rating of 86.02. In this 5-game cold streak, Chicago's offense has put up 14.6 points per game, and the Bears are winless. Caleb Williams has shown potential of being a great quarterback, but he hasn't done well enough to consider him for the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. At number 3, I have Las Vegas Raiders tight end Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers has justified being the first tight end selected in the past NFL draft. Despite being in a dysfunctional Raiders offense, Bowers has thrived in his rookie year. Despite Raiders quarterbacks only completing 65.5% of their passes, Bowers has hauled in 74.4% of his targets. Through his first 11 games, Bowers has averaged 6.7 receptions for 67.6 yards per game. Bowers is currently on pace to break Mike Ditka's rookie tight end record of 1,076 receiving yards. While Brock Bowers' rookie campaign has been historic, he'll likely miss out on the Offensive Rookie of the Year award simply because he's not a quarterback. And accordingly, at 1 and 2, we have a very tight race between 2 quarterbacks. And while it was hard, I decided to go with Bo Nix, the Denver Broncos quarterback, at number 2. 8 years after Peyton Manning retired, Denver has finally found their next franchise quarterback. After Nix struggled in his first 2 games, many doubted Nix and were ready to write him off. Over the following 10 games, Bo Nix made those doubters eat their words. In his past 10 games, Nix has thrown for a touchdown-interception ratio of 16-2 and a pass rating of 99.18. Over his 10-game hot streak, Denver has put up 23.7 points per game and won 7 out of 10 games. At 7-5, the Broncos are currently in the 7th seed in the AFC. And had the season ended today, the Broncos would make the playoffs for the first time after an 8-year drought. Bo Nix has been a huge part of fixing a franchise that seemingly couldn't be fixed, and would win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award in most classes. As a Broncos fan, I couldn't possibly be more excited about the future of the franchise under Bo Nix. Had the season ended today, my pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year would be Washington Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels. Don't let Washington's current 3-game losing streak distract you from Daniels' historic stats. Daniels entered a dumpster fire of a franchise and instantly showed Washington hope they hadn't seen in years. Over his 12 games, Daniels has been great through the air and dangerous on the ground. Through the air, Daniels has put up a remarkable 68.4 completion percentage, a touchdown interception ratio of 12-5, and a passer rating of 97.6. Meanwhile, Daniel has added 46.3 yards per game and 3 touchdowns on the ground. 1 year removed from the Commanders' abysmal 4-win, 13-loss season, Jayden Daniels has led them to a 7-2 start. In the past 3 games, Jayden Daniels hasn't been as good, but he hasn't been terrible, but his supporting cast has failed him. During the losing streak, Daniels has put up a serviceable pass rating of 77.72, and his offense has put up 23.6 points per game. It's been the coaching and special team blunders that have caused Washington to drop 3 consecutive 1-score games. Had Jayden Daniels been playing for a functional organization, his team would likely be 9-3 or 10-2. There's no doubt that Jayden Daniels is putting up a historic offensive rookie season and will, by no doubt, be the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Let me know what you think of the list in the comments below. Thank you for your time.
The matchup you want.
Amir Abdul is in the backfield. They've got Bowers. Bowers is open for a first down. He sheds one tackle into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders! 23 yards.